Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make foil interlocking wings. This is a model from ancient Greece where they used 2 sheets of paper, but I, the other day, invented a version just using 1 sheet of paper, as you can see. Now this is a really complex model, so if you need a folding, I would recommend first folding my 2 interlocking wings, link in the description. And so this model I recommend using a 15-inch square of Japanese foil or larger. And or if you just have a really big paper, like I know this one I made was at a 42-inch. So, you know, it just depends, but for this tutorial, I'm going to be using a 10-inch square Japanese foil, but it's going to be really hard to fold, and the creases might get tiny, but we'll do our best. Ready, set, here we go. So, I'm going to be folding with a 10-inch square. This way you can really see it and I can get it on the table. But again, I recommend a 15-inch square Japanese foil. Okay, so don't make the diagonal. I know I had to because I needed to make it into a square. But valley fold in half, both directions. Make sure you folded my 2 interlocking wings first. Alright, so now we are going to get this corner and bring it into the center. But before we do that, we're going to flip the paper over. This way we have green wings. Okay, so we've made the these 4 corners. Now turn over. Okay, now we're gonna valley fold here to here, letting this flap swing out, but don't crease all the way. Just crease between this point right here and repeat on this side. So go here. Okay, and now we're going to do them at the exact same time, letting both flaps swing out and flatten to the right. Okay, and repeat on this side. Now valley fold and valley fold. And you can flatten them to the right and left because we are going to be switching them a lot. Okay, so now we want to look at just this square. So pretend like this square over here doesn't even exist. Okay, so we don't want to look at this square. And yes, the flaps are on the right, on the left side now. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do rabbit ears. Now there's not a fold, there's not a diagonal, so what you can do, you can fold this up and just valley fold between this point and this point. Okay, and we're going to valley fold this just up to that mark. Don't go past it. Repeat on this side. Okay, and do the rabbit ear again, and flatten it to the back, and the front, and the back. Okay, and repeat on this side. So what we're going to first do is fold it up, increase there, and now we fold those, and that, gonna get these two flaps and we're gonna swing this over and this over. Okay, and repeat. So probably fold this up between there and there. Valley fold, valley fold, and rabbit heel in both directions. Okay, and be on this side. So flatten there. Crease there. And crease here. Okay, in both directions. Okay, so the next few steps are pretty tricky, so just follow along as best you can. So we're gonna fold these flaps back. Okay, here we go. So there's this layer right here. Okay, so we don't want to get both layers, but just this top layer. You want to fold this into fourths. So valley fold to there, valley fold to there, and now we're going to get this crease and put it on this crease. So valley fold into fourths, and if you need to pause the video, you can pause it. Okay, and we're going to repeat that over here. So I just rotated the paper one like that, and this. Okay. Now that's in fourths. Now we're gonna bring those flaps over and do the same over here. Okay. And repeat right over here. This side. Okay, so right now we have the paper. So this is in fourth, that's in fourth, this is in fourth, and this is in fourth. So now let's see. So we're gonna get this corner right here and valley fold it up. Repeat on this side. Okay, so now what we gotta do is we're gonna get this flap right here. And this step's really tricky. So if you can't follow along, just try your best and you'll get it at some point. We're gonna get this flap and lift it up. Okay, so it's sticking straight up in the air, and then this flap's going it to the side. We're gonna get this for only the front layer, unfold it, and bring that flap back down. And then on right here, we're just gonna fold it over. Okay, so right here we have no layers except this layer. So this is great. This is how we want it. Now we're gonna turn it over. This is the place where we have no layers, and we are going to make some folds. So we're gonna fold this up, and as you can see, this flap does not go, it's not in perfect folds, and that's good. That's how we want it. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this little tip folded up, and we're gonna unfold it. Now we're gonna get this edge, put it on this crease. We're just pleating it in. So back, and we're gonna reverse this piece. On foil paper, reversing can be hard, but just try your best. If it's not perfect, that's okay. And we're gonna fold that up. Okay, so this is now pleat sunk. Now we're just gonna, well, not pleat sunk, but pleated. Now we're gonna unfold. Now we're gonna unfold this. Okay, we're gonna undo this. Okay, so back how we had it. But now we're gonna rotate and do those same tricky steps like I was saying. So, lift up here, fold this edge over, bring this edge down, and you might have to get in there. And we're gonna get this edge right here, fold it over. Okay, so now what we want to do is we're gonna turn over. We're gonna repeat that. So we're gonna fold up to here. So we're not in perfect fourths, but close enough to fourths in here. Okay, now we gotta reverse this crease like that. Okay, reverse, reverse, reverse. Okay, and fold that to the. Okay, so now we can unfold that, and now the fun part, which is plate sinking. Yay! Okay, so we're gonna unfold the model completely. And you'll see we have a series of triangles. This corner triangles, this corner triangles, triangles, and triangles. Okay. Now, we need to pleat sink this. So, how we do that is turn over, so colored sides up. And you see, we're going to just go to one triangle. So, just focus on this triangle. Pretend the rest is an oval here. And just along here, we are going to pinch these as mountains, just along the first one. Now we are going to turn it over and make the next one mountains on the back. Okay, and turn over in this central square, just make it mountains. Okay, so now we have one of these corners like this. Now we're just going to flatten it to one side. Okay, now we're going to rotate and we'll do the next corner. So, pinch, pinch. Okay, so we are just finishing. I'm finishing up the pleating. If you need to pause the video, you can do so. Okay, so this is our four corners. Now we gotta pleat sink this middle. So as you'll see, we have a triangle here and triangles here. There's no triangles here. See these triangles here? Like that. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go right here. That's a valley. Now this edge of the triangle is going to be a mountain. So pinch along just one of these triangles. pinch, pinch, pinch. Okay, now turn over and do like this. Over this. Okay, and repeat on this triangle. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we are just gonna pleat sink the edges. Okay. Okay, so we're almost done with the model, even though it probably looks nothing like we're almost done. We really are pretty close. Okay, so make sure all these flaps are facing in the same direction. If they're not, you can just hold them over, and yours might look like this. If it doesn't, then you just need to fold in half and fold in half like that. Okay, so just flatten it like this. Okay, now we're gonna make a hashtag. Now, I know this might sound really weird, but that's what we gotta do, and then we're basically done. Okay, so we are going to we're gonna go into this middle pocket, right like that, and we're gonna hold pinch heel and pinch heel, and I can hold it from the bottom so you can see. You see how we made this shape? We're just gonna push that up, and as we push that up, these two corners, this one's gonna go down, and this one's gonna go down. Okay. And then all you gotta do is we're gonna just stick the back one out like that. Okay, so now it should look like this, where it's sticking up and this is sticking out. Now we're gonna do the same thing to this one. So as you see, I'm just opening the middle pocket, pushing it up, and we're gonna put one down, this front one down, and this back one out. Okay, so far this is how it should look. Okay, now we're gonna do the exact same heel. So there's these two flaps, and we are just gonna push it down, and what's different about this one is this one's gonna go out, this one's gonna go up. So basically the same, and you got your hashtag. Okay, we were folding a tic-tac-toe board. I was just kidding. No, just kidding. Okay, so now we gotta make these into wings. Now we're actually really close, and there's a few ways to interlock them. If you're using, 10-inch, it's gonna be really, really, really hard to interlock these. But if you're using like 42 inch, it's not going to be a problem. Okay, so you see these two appendages, right? We are going to get these two, and well, just pick any two. And see how these are in a line? You want to fold it oval. So I picked these two right here, and we're just going to flip it over and get those two. And we're just going to bend around, and then we're just going to open up that middle pocket. Stick this one in. And just squeeze it closed. Try to get a lot of rounding in here and make a really tiny pleat. As tiny as you can get it. It's going to be really, really hard to get that pleat in there. Okay, now that's how you do that one. Now, maybe yours looked like this. Now you see this wing. It's a little different, but it follows the exact same thing, except this wing, you instead of putting it into the center, you're just going to put it into the side pocket. So we're just going to get it, and we're going to put it into the side pocket. And it's really difficult if you're not using foil to get it to stay. You might have to use the two permanently interlocking wings method. Check out Jeremy Schaefer's tutorial for that, link in the description. Okay, we're really close to done. As you can see, our 4 interlocking wings, super close. Okay, let's do this one now. And if one comes out, that's okay. I'm gonna put that one in needle. Okay. And really, really try to hold these in and just give it a good squeeze. Okay, and then you have your 4 interlocking wings. And so to unfold it, you just hold here, and you hold right here, and you just pull it apart, and it will unfold. But that's the 4 interlocking wings. And hope you liked the video. Make sure that you subscribe and click the notifications bell to make sure you see whenever I post a new video. Okay, bye.